She was a former corporate comptroller in New York. And our guy that's coming up has owned and operated successful businesses in the wealthy class of the Hamptons. They have 4 children, 8 grandchildren together, and they enjoy traveling. Their home is in the U.S. and abroad. They love homemade meals, time with their family. They love the beach. They love clamming and crabbing. And their power quote, pray as if everything depends on God, but work as though everything depends on you. Please help me welcome to the stage, Wynn and Eugene Rosenkrantz. Platinum Team Elite, I forgot to tell you that.
All right, you guys. Wow, you guys are on the global broadcast. Woo! This is so awesome.
Wow, what an event so far. We got to thank the OTG team because we know how much hard work and effort has been put into this event. Thank you all. I don't want to name each and every one because we're short on time, but Gary, under Gary's leadership, thank you so much. Okay, secondly, I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. 2026, I think, is going to be an incredible year. You're going to see a lot of dreams come true because you're going to make it happen. Right? It's all up to us. And I just want to say, benvenuto alla famiglia nostra, which in Italian means welcome to our family. Okay, so my Italian friends at home, ciao tutti, everybody's happy. All right, so we're going to zip through this. I'm going to take the first portion, and Wen's going to take the second portion, and we hope that you can get some value out of what we can share, and we'll go from there.
Hey, before we stop.
Before we start, absolutely. And I also need the
This is just our come on, how you guys say? Cheers. Oh, wait, viewers. Yeah, everybody's in? Yeah. All right.
Okay, bravo.
Thank you.
Okay, who has the remote so we can advance the slides, or are you guys going to do that?
Is it up there?
Okay. Oh, who put that up? You're not supposed to put that up there. That's okay. Take that off the screen. Okay, because there's a story behind that. Just to begin, I want to share something with you because we walked into a novelty shop a little while back on Long Island where we spend our summers, and I saw a sign. It said, a teacher takes someone by the hand, they help to open up their mind, and they touch their heart. And I said, wow, that's what we've been doing for over 30 years, 30 some odd years. And it just so happened that I had been on a Long Island railroad train, actually a New York subway train rather, and a gentleman came over to me and he said, excuse me, he said, you are a very handsome young boy. And this was many, many years ago. And I said, well, thank you. It was kind of weird. Just my luck, it couldn't have been a pretty lady, right? He said to me, have you ever thought of doing any acting or modeling? And I said, no. And he said, well, I think you could make some money doing that. And I said, oh. So he said to me, I'm a professional photographer, I'd like to photograph you. So the first thing I said, well, what's that gonna cost? He said, no, it's not gonna cost anything. So I said, okay. So if you can bring that slide up, this was the very first professional photographer photo that I had. Okay, so there it is. So this gentleman said to me, listen, I'm going to direct you. Because I said, I don't know what to do. I didn't see myself in that role. You know, as a matter of fact, when I was a young boy, I was very, very self-conscious. I would never take off my shirt because my ribs would show, my bones would stick up. I was very, very short. I was tiny. So he saw things in me that apparently I didn't see in myself at the time. I saw, you know, an average-looking Italian kid with a big nose. That's just what I saw. So he took this photograph of me, and then he said, listen, he was very, very excited, very passionate about what he did. He said, listen, since I met you on a train, what I want to do is I want to wait for an oncoming train to come into the train station, and I want to photograph you. So I said, okay, well, what do I do? So he says, well, just stand there. And he says, and throw your jacket over your shoulder and just look straight into the camera and give me like a pensive look. I didn't even know what pensive meant. Pensive look. Okay. So there's no ChatGPT. Chat, what does pension mean? So we took the shot, and that was actually the second shot that I ever took. So I wanted to share these with you. I have many, many more photos. But when he showed me the photos, I saw myself differently. I saw it through his eyes. And I said, wow, some of these actually look pretty good. I was very, very happy. But the point was that this gentleman really, he took me by the hand. He talked me right through the process, and he opened up my mind to see me differently than I saw myself. And he did touch my heart. And again, that's what we want to do in this business, because there is so much to accomplish, and there are so many people we can help. There are people waiting to hear what you have to offer, trust me. And for those who don't, that's okay, because we can't save the world. Now this is Mama, all right? Because we all have to have a driving force, right? For me, I was born into a very poor Italian family. We had nothing. I lived in the Brooklyn borough of New York, and with 16 other relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, and brothers. We didn't have anything. We didn't have a home. We didn't have our own car. We were raised by my immigrant grandparents. And my earliest recollection as a child, when I was growing up, in order to come to the breakfast table, Mama would put on our winter coats because it was so cold. They couldn't afford heat. And often when I would ask for something, what do you think the answer was? No. We have no money. We can't afford that. It's not possible. And I got so sick and tired of hearing that I always said to myself, at some point, I want to make sure when I grow up I have some money. Okay? And the first priority that I had was taking care of my mother. It was a driving force. So what I want you to do is I want you to have a reason why you want to do this business. And when you feel like quitting, I want you to remember that reason. Because I'm here to tell you, you're going to feel like quitting. How many of us went to college and said, I don't want to do this anymore? Or you had a job, I don't want to do this anymore. So you're going to have those days, guys. This is no get-rich-quick scheme by any far stretch of the imagination. So this was Mama. We brought her to our Florida home because, like Wen, she does not like the winters. And we were making something called arancina, which is a Sicilian dish, only in Sicily. If you get to Sicily, please try the arancina. And if you haven't got to Sicily, put it on your bucket list because you're going to want to be there. It's like going to New York once. If you can never, if you can only go once. It's one of those places you want to go and you want to see. And this was us actually making the arancina. We had an audio, but I guess that's not coming through. Okay, so Wen is kind of almost a professional photographer. She loves photographing everything. She orders a book, and she'll photograph. So we happened to be out one day for a drive on Long Island, and we passed this lake. Oh, we do have audio. Thank you. So we happened to be driving out on Long Island, and we passed this beautiful lake, and I was driving my car, and Wen said, we've got to stop and take a photo of this. I know you love that car. Let me teach you to stop and take a photo. So I said, okay. So that was the pond, and it was such a beautiful day, and it was such a joy to be able to do things like this because you're only going to live once. So if you have a passion for something, there's a goal that you want to achieve, it could be Mama, it could be your children, it could be given to a charitable cause, do it. Because again, we only live once. And then Wen's kind of a character, and we like to tease our children, because our children get annoyed at us. And they say, we have to go on Facebook just to find out where you guys are. So we kind of rub it in because we talk to them about the business, and one of them has kind of joined, other take some nutrients, and two don't want anything to do with anything, right? So that's just the reality. So when I was working very hard in the backyard one day, and Wen came out and she says, I want to photograph this and send it to my daughter because she wants nothing to do with the business. So I said, okay. So that was me working really hard at work. So play with the business. Have fun with the business because it should be fun. And if it's fun, people are going to want to join you. All right, and the one thing I'll say before I pass the baton to Wen here is that I would like the opportunity to meet each and every one of you who I haven't had the opportunity to meet yet, if you'd like to meet me. So hopefully by the end of this session, we'll be able to spend some time together, because I can always learn from you, believe me, as much as you can learn from some of the people up here on the stage. So with that, I'm going to pass the baton to this beautiful aide.
Wow. So, how many people will have a dream to meet an Italian prince? But he's mine, okay? He's taken. That's how we met. We met in this business, maybe I was already in the mid-50s, also him. So I just turned 72, he just turned 74.
So don't give up on your dream.
Exactly. So I started the business when I was 36. So half my year has been with Nu Skin, and my life has totally changed. And prior to Nu Skin, I'm originally from Taiwan, and you know people from Taiwan just study, right? And come to US for the dream, to study hard. And so I got 2 master's degrees, accounting and computer science, and thinking, wow, I am a shining star. And start working for a senior accountant, and then you know how Chinese are, especially a woman. The boss, wow, you're so good. We need you to do this, you got 2 master's degrees, we're gonna promote you now. To corporate controller, we said, oh, I am so good. I said, my dream is, I'm gonna be a vice president, so use me. In the meantime, I have 2 children, I was never home, right? So I was in charge of accounting, finance, and computer department. How many people done 3 jobs? Have you? I think you're a stay-home mom, you're doing multiple jobs, right? All right. So I was so naive, thinking, I'm just gonna give all myself to this job. One day I will be awarded. And I did for 10 years, nonstop, 70 hours a week. One day I literally worked 364 days and 1 day rest.
For the year?
For the year.
1 day off.
So, and I literally passed out at work one day. I was 36. When I was laid in bed, I couldn't even move anymore. That was my awakening moment. I asked only one question, am I happy? It was a hard question, because that 10 years, I was a robot. I didn't know what's happiness. I was just buried with my job. But my heart actually was in pain every single day. I missed my parents. I couldn't go home. I want to be home with my children, but I wasn't there. So I just asked one question. When there's moment in your life, you have a challenge. That is the moment for you to really look within. To ask yourself, why are you here? Are you happy? So my question to myself was, if I keep on doing what I'm doing for the next 5 years, what my life will be? The answer came, you will be dead. I said, wow, that means I will never see my mama again. I will never be the mother for my children. That's when I said, I am done with this job. And I made a decision to give up that corporate controller position everybody envied. As a woman, as a Chinese, to be at that position, it wasn't easy. I quit my job and thinking, I am going to live a different life. I want to be free. I want to be home with my children. I don't need to ask my boss for permission, say, can I go to Taiwan? I want to have a freedom. If I say, I want to see Mama, I just pat my back. Mama, I'm coming home. Boom, I'm home. So as soon as I quit my job, do you know there's always a divine answer your desire? Everything is about your desire. All your dreams will come true if you believe in it. After I quit my job, 2 days later, the phone rang. My friend showed me new skin. That was 1989, October. And I said, yes, I'm so glad I did. But back then, 89, new skin was only 5 years old, right? You guys ought to see. While I was sitting here listening, you had contact, someone teach you contact, you do the role play, you got a person, you got a cell phone, you got a computer. Back then we had nothing. Nothing, okay? So, but your dream is powerful. I started to build. I'm gonna skip all the challenge I had, okay? But there's one thing I want to say. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to marry a Italian prince. It didn't happen, right? So I went to SUNY Binghamton. That's when I got my first master's degree. I was so lonely. I was so scared. Maybe I just marry someone. So I married my classmate, who is not Italian. He's German. Oh my God. Yes, sir. This is how I said to him. He's so tall. Okay. He always actually ages. Okay. What if I add my age right now, 72? I'm like this. Can I wear high heels? No. Zumba? No. That's called actual age. You want to live agelessly? Timeless? Yes, you can. See the muscle? Hey, right. Hey, everything from head to toes, all real, okay? You like it? 37 years of new skin, do you think it works? So I don't need to use Prysm. Don't need that proof. Yourself is the best proof. Do you have to believe in you? Do you say you are perfect? Can you say, are we all perfect? Yes, we are. In your own way. In your own way. There's no need to compare. I should show you my old photo. Then you will think I'm really perfect now. My nickname when my ex called me, a porker. I didn't even understand English. I said, oh, what's a porker? Have you been to the grocery, you see the pork chop? See that? That's porker. I said, oh. I was like this. Acting everywhere. Stress and cut my hair like crazy. So when I first do new skin, I was doing demo, right? People, this person was acting everywhere. Hey, he's doing new skin. I said, don't care. Just do it. Facelift. Look. You think? I had the courage. I didn't care what I looked like because I just want to be successful. Do you know why I want to be successful? When I decided to do new skin, because I already quit my job, right? My husband at that time said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going to do new skin. Are you kidding me? I said, what's wrong? You're going to be an A1 lady? I said, you can go door to door, sell products. Don't do it. I am gonna take care of you. I said, take care of me? Means I gotta go like this, right? When I saw all my mentors at that, Betty Sun, Dr. Wang, and they were in town, I can't say it now, okay? I was so inspired. At that time, we can see their chat. I'm not allowed to say it now. But that really motivated me. So I said, if they can do this, they don't even speak English, I definitely can do this, right? So I decided to do it. And he goes, okay, you really gonna do this? I said, yes. All right, let's make a deal. Agreement. For me to do new skin, I need agreement from my husband back then. What is the agreement? You can do new skin with your Chinese friends. I don't care. But you can ever talk to our friends, neighbor, or relatives. Our marriage ends.
And apparently it did.
But that's what I remember. Now, what I said, that's why earlier we talked about goal and why. The burning desire for me at that time is, I am gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna do the fastest to make more money per month than what he was making a month. But do I have a contact? I wasn't allowed to talk to anyone we know. So I said, you guys have contact lists? I said, back then, no contact list. So how do I do it? 2 tapes that say my level. Still have those. At that time, we only had audio tapes. One is, it's not the how, it's the why. It's your why. The other one, prospecting and recruiting, taught me how to think properly. The number one is, who do you think you are from day one? Right? Your pastor. I am the CEO of my New Skin Global business. All I need is 15 good quality people as my vice presidents. They are there. I'm an antenna. I'm gonna go on, recruit the right people into my business. So I say, okay, cold, freezing, Binghamton. I don't even know how to drive. I didn't care. I set a goal. I'm gonna go out to that mall that no one wants to go. At least there's a mall, there's people there, right? Get 10 minutes a day. I don't even care how cold it is. Every single day, non-stop, for a month until I see the check coming. My 8th commission was $6,500, was more than what my husband at that time makes a month. That is really the point. That's when I understand the compensation plan. Because when I said, oh my God, my old job, 10 years, 2 master's degrees. When I quit my job, I was making $5,000 a month. New Skin only took me 8 months to replace. So what's more powerful? My old job as a corporate controller or New Skin? Is it because I'm more capable? No, because the financial vehicle of New Skin, right? You leverage, you teach, you duplication. That's how I understand how powerful this business is. So there's one lesson, if you talk to any successful people, it's all about the determination, the burning desire, the discipline. You take yourself on. You do it for yourself, not for anybody else. But that intensive, the massive action that I did for 8 months, Eugene didn't even really talk about his story. He did the same thing. For 8 months nonstop, was it worth it? It built the foundation for our network right now. So the other dream, time is very short, okay? We have all the slides, but we're not going to share. It's not that important.
I'm going to show you.
You're going to show in 2 minutes. But anyway, just want you to hear the power of dream. So we were just in the US. My dream was just go home to see Mama, right? New Skin decided to open up foreign countries. First, Canada. So we went to Canada. Then Hong Kong. I said, how about Taiwan? How about Taiwan? Then they said, Taiwan. I said, oh, my home. I have a home now. Maybe I'll be able to go home 5, 6 times a year just to see Mom. But I do not know anyone in Taiwan anymore. But I don't care. Courage. I borrow money from my sister. I loaded 2 suitcases of shampoo, the first 20 products. That's a set. Business starter kit. Remember, in the blue bag, 18 products, $200. Suitcase. Go to Taiwan. On the airplane. I was so excited, and then the fear. What if you fail? You owe so much money. In this economy class, from Binghamton to Taiwan is over 30 hours. Wow. What if it doesn't work? But I said, I don't care. I want to see Mom. And here comes a flight attendant. Handsome just like Eugene. I said, this could be the The long story actually took me whole flight to try to talk to him. But the end result was I used an APC mist. What I said, it's a fountain of youth. Would you like to try? I flirted with him. He said, what is that? New skin. I said, what? You heard? In my mind, the fear said, oh, he probably already joined. He goes, my wife is an esthetician that heard about new skin and just was asking me a few days ago, honey, I heard there's a new skin product in US, it's good. Where can we find it? Me. So, smiled in the sky. Through that guy, many. Now we have 30,000 people. But did it really just overnight? No. First 4 years, back and forth, 6 times a year, economy class, no results. No money. Will you still do it if you fly to Taiwan on your own, economy class, your husband won't go with you, you buy yourself 2 bags, high heels, 4 years, no return. Will you still go? Good for you. That flight attendant quit. As soon as he quit, our team group started. Now it's the fastest growing team in Taiwan. So is it worth it?
Yes.
So did you have to pay a price?
Yes.
Was it worth it? Yes, my 10 years was given to my job. I almost died. New skin, you won't die, okay? And then now, so first 10 years, non-stop for helping company, we opened up Taiwan and then Japan and Korea, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore. Always economy class. Always myself. Always bags. Always co-marketing. Would you like to do co-marketing in foreign countries by yourself? Yeah?
Yes.
Nobody help you? But you still enjoy it?
Yes.
And we built a team, and it was very fruitful. But the second 10 years was best because I helped my mom realize her dream to travel the world. I took my mama travel 40 countries, 10 cruises in 10 years. Would you like to do that for your loved ones? For one word, don't let your loved one wait too long. Time is very short. Don't say you're going to wait. They may not wait for you. For the second 10 years, the third 10 years, best news, this guy finally showed up. We met in the New Skin Convention, right? So there's really, that's why you never forget your dream. You gotta be patient, right? Because the dream, the divine, when they grant your wish, there's no timetable. You never know when it's gonna happen.
Never give up.
Right. So right now, I'm just so blessed. I can travel now with Eugene. He always carry my bags. I don't have to wear high heels because he always said, he can tell me bring another flat shoes. So anyway, all right.
Anyway, we apologize, we ran a little bit late. There's a couple really quick things that we have to show you. I just want to do one disclaimer. We made a Freudian slip about a check. We're not here to make income claims. If you want to see income claims on our New York Stock Exchange, please go to the website and you can see the average incomes from everyone, all right? Okay, very quickly. One of the first times I went to see Wen, we're driving along the highway and I see this line. Okay, I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was like a Billy Joel concert going on. And then it was like a city block long. We turned the corner and there's another line. And I'm saying to myself, wow, is this like a Palestinian protest? I didn't know what was going on. And they were coming to see her. And I gotta tell you, she blew out the place. I think there was like 4,000 people there or whatever. But I think what the most important part of what we had to share is what we want to show you. Because this is like conversational marketing. You can talk to anybody, anywhere, and build your business. So I want to show you, this was actually when we arrived at the event. Now, I'm just going to zip through this. Okay, wait, I got to go back. Oh, wait, this I got to show. Because I can't wait till her 75th birthday. I want to see how sexy she's going to look. Okay, good, you're going to do it? Okay, so we want to show you some real life examples because people complicate this. You use the product, you share the product, and you share the business. And none of us ever died doing that. So that's what we want you to do. I want to hear next time about your dreams.
Okay.
Whether it's a car, a house, take care of mom, or whatever it
On
is.
the left, that's when I was a poker.
Okay, just zip through this.
Okay. So that's
Before,
when
because
I
Gary's
was
going to
in,
get more gray hair.
oh yeah, sure. So I was in Sleeping Hunter, but prior to that, I don't know how to move, how do I go back? Go back.
Go back?
Yeah, there's a one forward.
Well, that's
Forward.
not forward.
Oh, this one.
That's-
So this is what the flight attendant introduced to this couple, right? So from there, we keep on building. I just wanted to show you what's possible. Do I go this? Degree? Okay, there. So we're bigger, right? So the people on the front, they all started when they were in college, all right? So my message today is hope. I was already in the mid-30s, 38. They were in the college. Our team wasn't growing at all. And I kept on telling them, young people, you are the hope for New Skin. You are the New Skin future. So finally we took off. So now they are all Blue Diamond team elites. And then there's one that's my nephew. Does it go bigger? That's the 4,000 people. The reason I show you this one is not to brag. Put it on your dream board. Do you believe with the Prysm, your team gonna grow at least that much? You know that Taiwan is the size of New Jersey. You know how small it is? Our average income, if you have a master's degree, you get a job in Taiwan, you'll be lucky to earn $3,000. That's our income. Okay? So to them, our price like a Prysm is, oh my God. But they don't care. They look at the back end, right? So we build businesses while traveling around the world. Hey, no more economy class, thank God. Do we deserve to change the class? Yes? Okay, good, thank you. And then this is, return to Taiwan, we go, this is what I do.
We do this right on the plane, incidentally. We signed up like half the United.
So we share on Instagram and people just follow, they use the product. So I got too bored on the airplane, right? Why not? And then we had a team meeting, they all came from Hong Kong. When we were in Taiwan, they all meet us in Taiwan, from Hong Kong, I don't even know what country, Australia. We were just having dinner. And then the waitress is saying, how come I look so young? I said, I had my secret. They missed. This is how I joined. Do you guys know? Yes. Fountain of Youth? Do you guys do that comparison? Yes. Good girl. All right. So, see how happy they are? I just have my little hand one. I spray on their hands.
Have fun anywhere and everywhere.
Right? And it's such a big example for our leaders. Can you do that? Wherever you go, you talk to people, either the flight attendant or waitress or waiters, doesn't matter. Even Phuket. Pretty good at 7 years old, right? Jumping up and down. All right, gotta go. This is, we met this is a this is a Sicilian restaurant in Brooklyn. Anyway, Katerina, and then we measured, her friend came over, measured, so then Katerina become a brand rep. Okay, so we started building the Brooklyn team. We met her in the restaurant, she was waitress, right? So now we went to Sorrento, we just went to Italy, Sicily, and then Katerina said, I have a friend that lives in Sorrento, and she is the owner of a huge resort. We stay there. So of course, we given, not just Prysm, we do the demo. Do they join? Absolutely. Okay. So now Katerina has a team in Italy. Okay. So now where are we? We are in Sicily. Right.
San Vito Lo Capo.
So we are in the restaurant. She sat next to us. That's what we're doing. We showed in the Prysm. She scored red. And then we invite her to the restaurant. And then this is our hotel. And Eugene brought the laptop. Business briefing. Did she join? She joined. She's from Ireland. right? Speak 8 languages. She just moved to Japan. What's going on in Japan? All right. So, all right. And then this is the
Salvo, he owns a pizzeria, a friend of ours in San Vito Lo Capo.
right. So we measure him, and then he has his staff. Everyone come over. Everyone is red. He goes, you guys all need to be on my pack. Okay. So this is where?
Vincenzo Cefalu, Sicily.
Also a restaurant owner, young owner, very low. So not only he wants it, he wants it for his mom too, right? So, okay, let's go. Shall we go? All right, that's it.
Yeah, last one.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna zip through this. No. These are all people we just met by the pool conversation. Okay, these are friends of ours in Sardinia, Italy, who joined us. Okay, this is a Mercedes account rep who takes care of our.
We met in Milano.
Yeah. Okay, it's United Airlines. This is Chun Ho. He also joined. Okay, these are some people who we've actually helped through some very, very difficult health challenges. Okay, and this is in Thailand at our home, and this is in Phuket, Thailand.
And then whoever we see, we measure, okay?
Absolutely. So
anyway.
Final comment.
That guy
Tracy's
is a
having heart
manager.
attack.
So,
When I went to see Wen,
okay, let's
I
go.
said, you know what? I like Platinum Team Elite. I like all of these levels, okay? But we've got to come up with a new name for you. So her new title, as far as I'm concerned, is the Grand High Exalted Mystic Ruler and Leader of the Universe in Network Marketing. Thanks for your time. Tracy, I'm so sorry. Wen went over her fault.